We raise heritage breed pigs, pasture-based system. We also raise grass-fed cattle.
It's not everybody's dream to run an outdoor hog farm. But it was one of those things that, like, when we started looking around, this was not what we had in mind. But we knew that we wanted a farm, and we knew that we wanted it to be along the shores of Lake Superior.
About 4.5 years ago, I came to this farm for the first time, and we were presented the opportunity of purchasing the farm and the business and taking it over. And that became a reality in November of 2021. And since, we have been doing our best to serve our community by raising ethical meat.
It's really where we want to be. The ability to produce food and to be a provider within the community, I think, is really, really important.
This is the hardest work that I've ever done, but I have learned an immense amount about myself and about agriculture and the way that food is produced and the way that I feel good about producing food.
I've had the opportunity to work in a lot of different agricultural enterprises. This was one that we kind of looked at it and we say, okay, this has good bones. There's a lot of consumer support for this.
Well, this community has been very welcoming. We immediately were invited to go to other local farms in this area, and so we've been connected to other farmers, which is very helpful. So we are incredibly grateful. We sell wholesale to restaurants and co-ops in our area, and we sell direct to consumer. We have folks that come here to the farm and also purchase meat, and then we also have a CSA share that people can partake in. It's truly an honor to have local restaurants supporting our local farm and other local farms. When you go into a place and they specifically are saying that this was locally raised, that means an immense amount for the consumer, for the restaurant to be purchasing from local sources, and then also for that local farmer. I think it's incredible for a food system to remain and have strong local connections. It feels really good for even us to go into some of the restaurants that we provide our meat to and sit down, and we know exactly how that food was raised and everything that went into it.
I'm a trained agronomist, so crops is what I have the most professional experience in, but I grew up raising livestock. We had a commercial apiary. My dad and I hauled honeybees up and down the East Coast, and we pollinated tree crops. And then I raised replacement heifers when I was a kid. That was what paid for all my book learning when I went to college. And then I worked with different types of livestock.
I was not raised farming, and it is it's a lifestyle. It is a different lifestyle than how, I had lived my life up until this point, for sure. And it's a lot of hard work. It pushes you in all ways, mentally, physically, emotionally. There is definitely a financial stress that comes with running a farm business like this. The truth is 4.5 years ago, I felt deeply called to do this work. And so we're here, and it brings me a lot of joy. There is a ton of fulfillment in doing this type of work and being able to provide food for our local community.
What do you think was the catalyst when you say you feel called? What do you think was the inspiration for that?
If I'm completely honest, in December of 2019, I was in a car accident. That pushed me into a lengthy healing process of a traumatic brain injury. When you're faced with something like that, it's a huge turning point, and you ask a lot of questions about what you're doing in your life, and are you living truly authentically? And I would say that, along with, as we all know what happened just a few short months later with the COVID pandemic, that thrusts me into asking a lot of deep questions. And then when we were presented with this opportunity, I knew deep inside that this was the path forward for our family. About to cry. Yeah. As this was a challenging thing to take on, and I said yes to this opportunity way before I was physically ready. It has also, we live in nature. We're immersed in nature all the time. And I know that this has helped my recovery. Also, interacting with the animals, it is therapeutic. It's work, but it's an important thing to get curious about where your food is coming from. That may spur you on to support local farms.
People call us and they're like, oh yeah, I loved this. And the ability to know that you put food on people's table, that's pretty powerful.
I get asked often if I regret this decision. And I can firmly say no. With all the hard that has come and all the unknown, I didn't fully know what I was getting into. I have learned so much, and it has enriched my life in ways that I didn't know would be possible.